Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to play a Pokemon game using only cats? Well, I'm way ahead of you. Welcome to part 2 of my Radical Red hardcore mono cat run, where I'll be using these feline Pokemon to unleash the most vicious cat attack Kanto has ever seen. The last thing we did was beat Brock and raise a level cap, which means we get to reward all of our feline friends with rare candies. The steroid diet is going to evolve Esper into Meowstic, who now gets to use the feline prowess ability. This is Radical Red's version of huge power, but for special attack. Why is it called feline prowess, and why do only cats get it? Because shut up, that's why. Okay, look, I have no idea what the thought process was here, but I'm here for it. You can bet your left butt cheek I'll be taking full advantage of that. The feline prowess ability, not your left butt cheek. Don't worry, your cheeks are safe from me. But I'll tell you whose cheeks are not safe. Quite literally every Pokemon trainer in Kanto. They are about to get it every which way cats can give it. And in order to do that, we gotta build up our cat army. I head over to Route 3, get myself a Glameow, and another damn Meowth. It's crazy. I don't even have 2 badges yet, and I'm already sick of catching Meowths. But this is the last one that I'll need to catch. I'm not even sure if I'll end up using it, but, like a crazy cat lady, I just tell myself, you can't have too many cats. I make my way through Mount Moon, beat a bunch of chumps, and come across the first mini-boss that actually gives me a hard time. This fucking super nerd guarding the fossils. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not narrating this battle. It's so damn annoying because it's a normal battle until he sends out this asshole here. This prankster Sableye ends up burning all of my Pokemon with Will-O-Wisp, so they're hitting him like a wet noodle while he's spamming recover, and even with me playing on fast forward, it still took around 8 minutes to beat this guy. Galarian Meowth had to get like 3 or 4 attack boosts from Metal Claw to make it happen. So yeah, I'm doing you a favor by skipping all this tomfoolery. After that battle from hell, I get to pick a fossil, and it doesn't really matter for my mono cat run, but as a religious man, I gotta pick up the Helix fossil. We now have our first rocket boss fight against Archer here. Now the first thing you'll notice about Archer, dude has 0 Riz, got no drip, got no swag. That's why he starts off with Glimmet, which we immediately take out with Psybeam. Bougie Cat with the feline prowess, instantly going to kill that. But in comes Houndour, and we're not sticking around because Psybeam is our only attack on that thing. So yeah, we cannot handle dark types at all. And that's what this Meowth is for. Hit him with the old Razzle Dazzle, that fake out the Fury Swipes, and we just immediately get clapped. So the Houndour's got the Nasty Plot boost, and it's kind of a threat, but that's okay because we have our other Meowth with our other fake out. And kind of looking at this Viper matchup, kind of want to save the Galarian Meowth, might do something later. Go back into the Bougie Cat just to catch a Hypnosis. And of course, we sleep. We are asleep at the wheel, but I do go for the Psybeam. And of course, I wake up to hit nothing with the Mightyena. So at this point, I'm thinking, why not? Go back into Galarian Meowth, hit him with a fake out, hit him with a bullet punch, and this isn't really going to do much, and it also activates his freaking berry juice, so that was a whole lot of nothing. And now we got the Grass Cat. Now Grass Cat has low sweep here, which is going to be pretty useful, even if we do get clapped by the Poison Fang, and I think this is Strong Jaw Mightyena, so that is problematic. The second low sweep is going to hit these Viper, so I'm just going to U-turn out of there, back into Bougie Cat, catch the Poison Fang, that's okay. Psybeam is going to take this out with the speed drop. And at this point, Bougie Cat kind of did everything he needed to do, but at the same time, I'm not exactly sure if I want to just throw it away. I say fuck it, go for the Thunder Wave, and we actually get the full paralysis, so we get to keep Bougie Cat, we get to switch into Thunder Cat, hit him with the Intimidate. So this thing is crippled, it is paralyzed, and it is now dead with Spark. And of course, Thundercat's going to stay in and Spark again. Get the easy win here after I take a lot of damage. And just like that, Archer is done. With the Archer victory comes another level cap raise and another round of steroid injections. At level 28, I now have Pyroar, Persian, Berserker, and Purugly. Which works out for me because these cats arrive just in time for our next rival fight against Butt, who starts off with that Hitmontop. And of course, I'm starting off with the Grass Cat. I got that U-turn. I'm going to go for it. But this asshole gets a freaking critical hit on a Technician boosted fake out. I'm like, what the hell, man? That is my strategy. Stop copying me. He's the copycat here. You hate to see it. I send out the Bougie Cat, and I know there's no way this guy stays in, so I go for the Thunder Wave, hit this Arbok, which is really nice because Arbok's kind of speedy, and it is a dark type, so you know I'm not sticking around for that. I go into Persian, that's right, and I get the full parrot, which is nice. So I get this free damage on the fake out, and I don't have Fury Swipes anymore. I got Swift, which is still Technician and Stab boosted, but I kind of regret my life decisions here as Swift is not enough to take out this Arbok, and we just die to the Poison Jab. And, you know, that sucks. I'm pretty sure cats beat snakes in real life. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong here. But anyways, I go back into the Grass Cat. Just go for the Seed Bomb here just to get that kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And just like that, we're now staring at the face of a Charmeleon. And we do not want to stick around for that. So I U-turn out of there, get just the slightest bit of chip damage on it. And if you're wondering why it's taking me so long, this is only my second time doing this fight, so I'm pretty much winging it as I go. Eat the Fire Punch decently well, go for a Psyshock, do a good amount of damage. But then I see a Dragon Dance from this thing, and I'm like, oh shit, let me do the Thunder Wave again, because that is going to be a problem. Thunder Wave slows it down to where I'm faster again, Psyshock, blow this thing's mind, send it straight to the Shadow Realm, and now we have the Semi-Sage staring at us, but you know what, we got that new Lionheart, we got the Pyroar, and Pyroar is not monkeying around, it goes for the Flame Burst, insta-kill, Crispy Monkey, and of course the rival now goes into Eevee, and Lionheart's kind of carrying me at this point. It's just so nice to have these early evolutions. I'm going to enjoy it while I can because I know the mid and late game is going to suck balls for me. So next Pokemon, Clefable. Just keep spamming Flame Burst here. And I'm just going to keep on doing that until it doesn't work anymore. This Pyroar, I'm just going along with it until this thing dies. Which is not happening anytime soon. Well, actually, no, it's going to happen now. We got the Hitmontop back out. But at least this is the last Pokemon. That Rock Smash, super effective. Being a normal type sucks, man. But anyways, I get to go into the Thundercat. I get to go for the Intimidate. That sticks around because this is the last Pokemon. And I get the Paralysis on the Spark, which is really nice. But of course, this guy gets a critical hit. What is with this Hitmontop, man? Whatever. Anyways, Fake Out gets rid of that. Rival Butt has been defeated yet again, and now he's telling me a bunch of nonsense. I don't really care, but what I do care about is this right here. Now I get the, what is this? Poke Rider. Allows me to use all the HMs outside of battle. Kind of nice. Up next is the Nugget Bridge. This isn't really worth talking about. Yeah, these are all mini bosses, but they only have like 2, 3, 4 Pokemon per team, so they might as well be a litter box, because my cats just take a dump on all of these fools. But at the end of the bridge here is our next Rocket boss fight against Grunt. That's it, just regular old Grunt. But you know what? He has way more drip than Archer, so shout out to this guy. And he leads with Arcanine, our mortal enemy, a dog. So I go for the Thunder Wave, miss. I go for it again, hit. But then I get hit with the Bulldoze. Now we're both out here, crippled, slow as hell, crawling along, moving slow as molasses. I go for the Psyshock, do a good amount of damage, but of course, this thing has the Citrus Berry, goes for a Dragon Rage, and now I'm like, well, now I'm out. But you know what? I'm out. Meowth Persian. So I go for the Fake Out. You already know it's Technician boosted, Stab boosted, Headbutt instead of the freaking Swift. I can actually do damage here, but not against this Togedemaru. So I go into the Lionheart. The Pyroar is going to take an Iron Head pretty well, and I'm going to hit it with the Flame Burst. I think it goes for a Zippy Zap. Zippy Zap? Whatever it is. I think that move's auto crit, so of course I'm getting crit left and right here. But the second Flame Burst will take it out. I'm looking kind of weak right now, and I'm thinking that's the perfect time to use Endeavor. That's going to bring this Drugodon down to my level. And I get hit with the Rough Skin, I get hit with the Toxic, and I go for the Flame Burst. I was expecting him to switch, but he didn't, so I just die. But you know what? That's okay, because we go back into That's Right. And you already know the bread and butter, the Wombo Combo, the Fake Out into Headbutt. But if Fake Out's not enough to kill, and I'm taking all this Rough Skin damage, I think I got hurt more than he did, even though he ended up dying. But whatever. Anyways, Headbutt, and this thing is still alive. Kamala is going to Sleep Talk into Last Resort, insta-kill me. And you know what? That's fine because I got the Berserker here. Keep that fake out on deck, and that is going to take the game from him. I'm going to get a big ass nugget and another care package. I can now go to Route 25 and get myself a Zangoose and Purloin. Before fighting Misty, I decided to help out my man Bill here. Dude done turned himself into a Pokemon, which is about the dumbest thing you can do as a smart person. The man was so concerned with whether or not he could, he didn't stop to think whether or not he should. Anyways, we get the SSN ticket for our troubles, and now we're ready to fight Misty. This bitch immediately starts off with the Politoed, sets the permanent rain, and my cat is wet. I was going to use a different word. Probably better if I don't. I go for the Seed Bomb, and this thing barely lives, hangs on by a thread. You would think it has Focus Sash, but no, that is a Citrus Berry. And of course, I get Toxic because I was not strong enough to kill this thing. I deserve it, I guess. Eat the toxic damage. This thing sends out Toxicroak, and I'm thinking, yeah, no, I'm not sticking around for that. I go for the Bougie Cat because Toxicroak is allergic to Psychic. It is just allergic to Mind attacks, which is exactly what I hit it with, and it just immediately dies, as it should. Get that out of the way. Now we have Mantine on the Misty, and you would think I would want to go to Thundercat, and I kind of do, but I kind of don't want to eat a Scald on that thing. I know Fat Cat can take that hit, can eat the berry, and get right back to a good, healthy amount. But of course, this thing switches, and now we're facing a Clodsire, which is not good, not ideal for us. Go back into the Bougie Cat, because this thing is also weak to Psychic, and I get Toxic again. How many Pokemon does she have that has Toxic? Whatever. Anyways, Psyshock gets rid of the Clodsire, and at this point, Bougie Cat did everything it needed to do. It can die, get a Medal of Honor. That is maybe the MVP of this fight. Anyways, Ludicolo's out in his Swift Swim, so it is faster than everything I have. I have to eat this Aura Beam. I go for the U-turn, which is super effective, and I still have a little bit of HP left, so I can use Grass Cat later. And of course, this Ludicolo is still sitting pretty nice. So I go into the Persian, go for the Fake Out, go for the Aerial Ace. I can kind of eat a Scald, but the Aerial Ace will take that out, and that is a huge, huge win right there. So now we have the Mantine again. We're here for round 2. Fat Cat comes in, takes a Hidden Power. I don't even know what Hidden Power type that is, but Fat Cat did not feel it. I can take one more Scald, and I get so lucky landing that Hypnosis, which allows me to now go for the Thundercat, which I wanted to go for the entire time. This thing snoozing, sleep at the wheel. I go for the Thunderfang, but this thing wakes up, Scouts, gets the fucking burn. So, of course, my Thunderfang is going to do jack shit, and Thundercat just dies right there. But this thing is kind of sitting a little bit above half health. I'm thinking Fake Out Headbutt should be able to take care of this thing, and it does. So, that's good on me. Lucky me, Lucky Cat there. Maybe I should change the name to Lucky Cat, because that is pretty much what it is. Bullet Seed on the Technician boost is going to get Starmie down quite a bit, but not enough to kill. Psyshock is going to kill me. But I still have 3 Pokemon left, and believe it or not, Fat Cat is faster than Starmie, so Bite is just going to end it. And just like that, I have scratched Misty's eyes out.